It's been a while since I've done this type of intro, but in today's video, my skincare routines, my morning skincare routine, my night skincare routine, extras that I do here and there, as well as the perfect skincare routine for the perfect makeup base. Anyway, enough talking, let's just get into the video and start off with my morning routine. Okay, starting off, I'm going to start off with my cleanser. I just use the Laneige Waterbank Gentle Gel Cleanser. I love this stuff. I have on my arm wristlets too. I do about 2 pumps in my hand, and I like to use a little bit of water and emulsifier in my hand before I put it on my face. Then I just go in circular motions. Typically, I like to leave it on as long as I can just to make sure I get in those pores. And because it's a morning cleanse, I don't go in twice with cleanser. I just do it the once. And I don't really like to splash the water on my face. I typically like to use my reusable makeup remover cloths. I think they're called, and I just use this, rinse it, and then use it again. I just prefer it, and I'm using warm water. Then I grab a towel and I gently tap my face. Then I'll do the rest of my skincare in my room. Okay, now we're back in my room and we're going to continue on with the rest of my skincare. First up, I think it's pronounced Thayers. It's the Milky Toner. Usually I go in with my Glow Recipe Watermelon Toner, but Shelby Ann on TikTok put me onto this, so I've been loving this recently. I typically do like to let each step soak in before I do the next step. Then whatever I think my skin is needing that day, I'll do that type of serum. But I'll show you the serums I have. I have my Laneige Bouncy and Firm Serum. I have my Glow Recipe Prickly Pear Peptide Serum. I have my Pomegranate Peptide Firming Serum. I have my Bioma Clarifying Serum. I have my Bioma Bionic Munchkin Glow Serum. I do not know how to pronounce this one. And finally, I have my Ordinary Smooth and Barrier Betetting Serum. I think today I'm going to go in with my Laneige Bouncy and Firm Serum. You can tell this one's my favorite and I need more. Then I go in with moisturizer, and I typically have 2 I pick from. I go between the Laneige Waterbank Gel Moisturizer, or I use the Charlotte Tilbury's Magic Cream. If I'm gonna do makeup, I typically go with this one more during summertime, so I'm gonna use this one. Now that I let that sit for a bit, I'm going in with my Fenty Skin. I do not remember what it's called, but I'll put the name on the screen. I got this ready for summertime and hotter months because the reviews that I watched said amazing things about it. And just it was a really good underneath makeup and kind of works as a primer, so I've been testing it out. This next step might seem a bit extra, but I'm currently doing it to use the products up. So I'm using the Glow Recipe Strawberry Pore Smoother. I do love this stuff. And then I will use one of 2 primers. And then I pick out of these 2 mini primers that I'm trying to use up. I rather got the Rare Beauty Primer, or I have Smashbox Photo Finish. I'll use this one today. Now I'm just gonna go and do my makeup and get dressed for the day, and I'll be back. So this is the finished makeup look. I'm really happy with it, even though I do have a little friend on my chest. I do love the way this skincare makes my makeup look flawless. Now let's move into my night skincare, my favorite way to wind down and take the day off. So what exactly do I do for my nighttime routine? Well, it's pretty simple. I do use the same toner, the Milky Toner. I also use a serum. This particular night I decided to use my Laneige Bouncy and Firm Serum. I also decided to go in with my Bioma Clarifying Serum. And different from the morning, I did show you 2 moisturizers that I tend to pick from. But at nighttime I've been using my little sample I got of the Drunk Elephant La La Retro Cream. And let me tell you, I love this stuff. But please tell me why it's $114. Still trying to figure out if it's worth it or not. Sometimes I'll add in a couple of extras like a face mask or shaving my face. Not every night, just when I want my skin to feel extra smooth and refreshed. The only difference between my extras, my routine versus my night routine is if I'm shaving my face, I'm going to use
my soothing serum from The Ordinary. Also this particular night I didn't go in with a face mask, so I still wanted to show you what face masks I was using. Also, if you're wondering what I'm doing after I shave my face, I go in with the soothing serum, a moisturizer, and then an eye cream and a